Okay, and it's a pretty tough position. Now, what I wanted to ask you about center field is, I know a lot depends on who's playing to your left and right. I know sometimes in right it's I think it's Purcell every once in a while, or Amber Hain, and maybe some other teammates. In left field, I know Kristen's been out there, and I want to say Jen Murray, but I'm not sure about that, if it was her or Winkler out in left field. In any case, different outfielders left and right. Does that affect how you position yourself?
Not really how I position myself, but just like kind of knowing the arms and stuff, and like just talking to them differently, telling them like situational stuff. So they pretty much they know what they're doing out there, so it's just kind of little reminders that you just say. Okay,
now what kind of center fielder are you? The one that has your back to the fence, or do you like to play that real daring, shallow center field?
Depending on the batter. Usually I can move around a little bit. Like if I know, like if they haven't been hitting it over my head, then usually I'm in a little bit. But if they're really hitting the ball, then I'm back further. But usually I'm like right in the middle. And
then one more aspect, and I got to ask this because it seems like every time I go out there to the field, we have a hurricane blowing through there. How hard has that been to deal with that wind that's been out there on campus?
It's been fun. We just talk to each other. If it's blowing really hard, then you just have to know, like, if it's blowing out, then take a couple steps back or whatever. But it's always a challenge.
Are there certain pitchers that you have that you seem to, produce more fly balls for you out there, or not, or maybe it's unnoticeable?
Well, not necessarily more fly balls, but Mallory Bramer, she pitches a lot of ground balls. So it's pretty much, everybody else is pretty much like anywhere in between fly ball, ground ball, whatever. But just have to be ready for anything.
You're a popular guest. I hear our phone ringing in the background. If you had your choice, other than, because I've been asking everyone, so now I have to ask you, if you could play another position, one that you don't normally play or haven't, what would it be?
I don't know. I like second base, but I just really want to be playing. I don't really care where. I just like to play.
Okay. And academically for you, you have a major in mind, or you're already pursuing one?
Right now I'm in elementary education, but I haven't decided for sure on that. I was thinking about switching it to the dual certification, where I would get my major in both elementary education and special education. But I'm not for sure about that yet. I'm going to think about it some more and see how it goes.
Okay, possibly teaching then. And how about coaching?
I've thought about it. I'm not sure, though. I'll have to see if I'm really up to it after I'm done playing softball, or if I just want to let it go.
And any particular schools in mind, or still researching several?
Well, right now I'm planning on Eastern, but I'm not for sure yet. It just depends on if anything comes up.
Good program. Doesn't your assistant coach played there, right?
Yes, she did.
Kathleen Jacoby, the pitcher?
Yes.
Okay, and any long-term goals for you, or just focusing on what's going on right now? Is that enough?
Kind of just focusing on what's going on right now. Hopefully the team's doing good. We're really hoping to go to nationals, but it's one game at a time, so hopefully we can keep it up.
All the way to Utah, perhaps?
Yeah. Yep. Okay.
And now you're the last but not least of the guests here today, so can you tell me what's next? Next game?
Next game is tomorrow against Swick.
Against Swick,
Southwestern.
And you're going there, aren't you?
Yes.
Okay, there's no more home games, is there?
No, there's not.
Unless it's a postseason game, perhaps.
Right.
Okay, so off to Southwestern Illinois College for the Lady Lakers. I think you're 25-1. Does that sound about right?
In conference, I think so.
Or 27. It's hard to keep up with all your W's on that team.
I know we have 32 conference games, and we have 6 left, so that would be 26 games that we've played, and we've lost 1. So, 25-1.
So you haven't quite clinched yet, the
Not
conference.
Quite. We got a couple more games to win, and I think we'll clinch.
Oh, my. That's a goal for right now, isn't it? Better focus there, huh?
Yes.
Okay, well, thank you, Nicole, for being on here today.
Thank you for having me.
Okay. That'll wrap up Lakers Live for this week. We've had on and thank Brianna Athey, Kristen Rundy, and Nicole Rundy. And next week there'll be more at 11:30 for Lakers Live. I'm Chet Novak for John Myers and David Galan back in production. We'll see you next time, and keep it right here on 89.9, the Max Alternative.
This has been Lakers Live.